Hello, friends. India and the media is totally reeling under the current tariffs imposed by the Trump government, the 25% tariff. Now, this has taken the entire country, the economists, and everybody by storm, and there is a lot of speculation. I don't want to talk about it simply because I don't know much about it. I'm not an economist. But what I see is, in fact, spilling over of Trump's personality traits here. And again, if you look at these two leaders who are heading to large democracies in the world, you will see certain comparisons being drawn, and you will realize why one behaves one way and the other in the other way. Why one is trusted more and the other is more destructive in his. There's a lot of disruption caused by them. I will just be tracing some of the comparisons between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump, the president of the US. Now, if you look at behavioral and leadership comparison, the public persona, Trump is outspoken, theatrical, aggressive. Modi is controlled, austere, image conscious. If you look at their communication style, Trump is bombastic, casual, uses slangs and insults also. We know some of his statements went viral on official media when he used the word fuck somewhere when he was still on camera. Modi is formal, emotionally evocative, strategic silences are there. If you look at their media use, Trump is obsessed with coverage, confrontational with press, but Modi avoids unscripted interviews, prefers direct outreach with the platforms like Man Ki Baat and social media. If you look at their relationship with institutions, Trump is often disrespectful, undermines judiciary, FBI, etc. Whereas Modi centralizes power, institutions sometimes appear weakened but not openly ridiculed, especially on international platforms. If again you look at their approach to opposition, Trump is into direct name calling. He says crooked Hillary, sleepy Joe, whereas Modi, though he doesn't spare, but there is implicit vilification like Tukde Tukde Gang, urban Naxals. If you again look at their cult of personality, if you look at Trump, flags, hats, rallies, open self praise, he's almost narcissistic. And Modi, again, larger than life persona. Modi hai to mumkin hai, giant cutouts, devotional following. If you look at truth versus narrative, with Trump, there is constant misinformation. He doesn't back down. 20, 30 times we told him, you have not brokered any peace between India and Pakistan. He doesn't stop. He has to say it again and again because he wants to say it 100 times so that people start believing it. Despite, I think it's time to be ignoring him. Now, with Modi, there is careful narrative management, avoids direct lies, but reframes facts. If you look at Trump, he tries to show victimhood. He says, "Oh, there is a witch hunt for me. They're after me." Whereas Modi is smart, he's clever. He says, "I am working alone. I'm against the corrupt elite." So he is talking about not witch hunt. He is not talking about something like that. He is being more rational. If you look at policy decision style, Trump is impulsive, transactional. He doesn't think about long term relationships, trust, friendships, ties. I'll give you this. What will you give me? It is everything is a transaction for him. You bring this to table and I'll bring this to table. That erodes trust in the long term. It might not stand Pakistan in good stead at all. Whereas Modi is calculated, long game, lambi race ka ghoda hai, but opaque decision making process. Sometimes the people or the opposition or others may not have been taken into confidence. There is religious symbolism as well. Trump is occasionally mostly performative with Bible in hand and goes around, whereas Modi is deeply integrated, actively linked to Hindu symbolism and temple politics. If you look at their handling of critics, Trump attacks personally and repeatedly, whereas Modi uses ecosystem, to marginalize or legally pressurize. So you have seen an entire ecosystem is there, which would maybe speak what he wants to amplify. And of course, there is a global image management as well for Modi, whereas Trump disregards diplomacy, isolates allies. India almost thought that Trump was a friend, but he has again alienated us. Pakistan thought he was an enemy, but he has suddenly offered a cryptocurrency deal, and he has located oil in Pakistan, which even Pakistan may not have located, but Trump has located oil in Pakistan. So he has a habit of alienating. Maybe he's sometimes against Israel, sometimes with him. So he just went to Syria, and now there's something else. So we don't know what is in his mind, his heart, and there is mismatch between mind, heart, and tongue. If you look at psychological profile summary, so Trump and Modi, if you look at it, Trump is definitely narcissistic, high, visible, crude as well. Modi is high, refined, spiritualized. The way he speaks, it's more as if he has got the world, world's well-being in his heart, and there is a spiritual aspect to it. Whereas Trump whips up frenzy, paranoia, and openly expresses distrust. Modi implies it in control, tactic, and isolation. He does it slowly. He takes a step. He thinks before he speaks. There is a measure in what he says. If you look at their empathy factor, it is in Trump largely absent, or again performative, selective, emotional during crisis, but ideologically he is rigid, also very, very impulsive. We don't know what he's saying. Whereas for Modi, it is low, more calculated. He has emotional control. Trump is very volatile, and Modi is highly disciplined, personal presentation, food, life, lifestyles, everything. If you look at populism style, Trump is an entertainer, populist, loud, rebellious, whereas Modi is more like a messiah populist, self sacrificing, silent worker image who, puts his own needs at the bottom and the country's needs at front. Maybe it's an image, but it is there. Trump has misinformation use, and blatant falsehoods are being repeated again, like India Pakistan ceasefire, like ceasefire between Iran and Israel. Modi's subtle narrative, it is engineered via an ecosystem. He doesn't speak much about these things. He allows an ecosystem to say all of that, what he wishes to. So if you look at the norm, and look at Trump's and Modi's violations, if you look at democratic tolerance, Trump calls opponents traitors, incites crowd, treats dissent as anti-national, and chilling effect on free speech. And there is, of course, an institutional imbalance. There is constant friction with judiciary, military, and press. Whereas Modi, his institutions show submission, top-down centralization, though many believe that even they are not free. If you look at media integrity, Trump talks a lot about fake news, mantra, bans unfriendly press. Modi is largely co opted, or media is also self censoring. If you look at truth in leadership, so Trump has blatant lies, election fraud, COVID denial. Modi avoids press scrutiny, pushes grand narratives without data transparency at times. If you look at civil behavior, Trump has crude speech, and Modi avoids open insults. So, if you look at class appeal, Trump is appealing to working class, white conservatives, evangelicals, and Modi to lower middle class, aspirational youth, Hindu majority. And if you look at identity politics, Trump is race, anti immigration, America first, and Modi, Hindu nationalism and anti elitism and new India. If you look at victimhood narrative, Trump says they are after me, and he says they are after India, and I am the shield. He is the alpha male, and he is the spiritual aura, the monk warrior narrative. We don't have to look far to see why Modi is a winner and why Trump might be a loser in the long run. So I think as a leader, we need to be very careful what image we project, because it sticks and nothing can make it go. Please leave your comments below for your cap comparison.